Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Spritzo. Welcome to a discussion on Brawl Stars, the new Supercell game that's not available on Android yet. A lot of you didn't like my last video on Brawl Stars for Android because apparently you guys can't take a joke. It's obviously not available for Android, and so I'm going to explain to you why it's not available for Android using the words taken straight from Brawl Stars on Reddit, their official Brawl Stars Reddit account. Okay? They use Reddit as their main forum right now. I don't know if there will be official forums once the game's fully released, but they're using Reddit right now to discuss all their updates and everything, whatever. If we look here at this post from a few days ago called Quick Status Update, it explains why Android doesn't exist. Just to preface this a little bit, when it comes to mobile games, either on iOS or Android, there's no such thing as region locking. It's just not a thing. They'll tell you region locking exists, like, oh, you can't download this game unless you live in this country. That doesn't exist on mobile. It just doesn't. With being able to spoof GPSs and other things, there's no such thing as region locking, and I'll explain that in a little bit. In this post, they wanted to explain, without getting too technical, why Android doesn't exist, why only iOS exists. And it's really stupid. It's really dumb. It's not proving anything other than that they just haven't developed it yet for Android. Okay, they say Brawl Stars uses a unique system of local servers. It's not unique. Everyone does this. Okay, if you have a game that's widespread, like worldwide, you have servers in the U.S. and you have them spread out throughout the U.S. You have servers that are in Europe, in Asia, in Australia, whatever, so that people in those countries get put on those servers so that the lag is lesser than it would be if they were to connect on a server elsewhere. Okay. This says here that this means that there would be a different game environment based on your locale, obviously, because you're only supposed to be matched up if you live in the US with US players. If you live in the UK, you're going to get matched up with UK players, not vice versa. It could happen, but it's not quite that common. Right now, the only live server is in Canada, and we don't have servers ready across the world. Here's the problem. You made the game strictly region locked to Canada in iOS, okay? That doesn't do anything because from what I've seen, I don't have an iPhone because I can't stand Apple. If you know me, I hate Apple. I hate everything they do. I don't like Apple. Okay. But from what I've seen, you can just go into your Apple account, your iCloud, whatever the heck it's called, and just change your region from wherever you're from to Canada, then go to the Apple App Store and then download the game. The App Store doesn't check your GPS location. Even if it did, you could just jailbreak your phone and then spoof your location to say you're in Canada. But it doesn't do that. So all you got to do is change your location, say, I'm from Canada, and then you can download the app. So everyone that's playing this on iOS right now is all over the world playing the game on this one Canadian server. So you can't tell me that you guys can't handle it with just one Canada server. You seem to be doing just fine. Okay? So the game is only available on iOS in Canada. Okay, except you can download it anywhere. Now, why doesn't it exist on Android? This is their reasoning, and it's not. I get it, but it doesn't make that much sense considering anybody on iOS can have the game right now. Okay? They say here that the nature of an Android APK is an Android package. It's like an exe you run on Windows. Same kind of thing. It can be easily disseminated across the globe and very quickly. The game servers are not prepared for a global release, which is why we're testing on iOS only right now. You're testing every single iOS phone across the world right now, but you won't test Android. Now, I get it. Developing on Android is definitely much harder than developing on iOS. iOS is just iOS. And the other phones, the different size phones, like for Apple, like iPhones, doesn't really matter. If you're developing for iOS, you're developing for iOS. You just have to make the resolution scale. It's about all you have to do. For Android, you have different hardware. You have different screen sizes. You have tons of different weirdness, okay, that you have to deal with Android. So I get it. Not every phone would be able to support the game, but you can't tell me your servers can't handle it. That's not true, okay? You can't tell me that because literally everybody on iOS that has a phone that's fast enough, like an iPhone 5 or 6, 7, can play this, okay? You can't tell me that Android isn't ready because your servers can't handle it. Clearly, your servers can handle it because everybody on iOS is playing the game. But this is why it doesn't exist on Android. Because There are too many different types of Android phones to build for, to make it work for. So it's a lot more work to develop the game in a working state for more phones. Okay. It's like building a game on PC and having tons of different graphics cards, tons of different CPUs and motherboards and stuff to support than it is to just build a game for Mac, which nobody does because no one really uses Macs for playing games. You could do it, but no one uses it for that. But I hope that kind of cleared things up. I know it's a little bit biased the way I explained it, but you're trying to pull something here, Supercell, that you can't pull one on me. Come on, it's not going to happen. Okay. But I think that's it. I'll try to keep this updated. I'll try to make new videos about Brawl Stars. I don't have the game, obviously, so I can't play it. There's nothing I can do about it. But hopefully, once the game gets released for Android, I can make content for you guys Android related. It's not going to be any different. It's going to be the same game, but, you know, I'll be the Android guy that plays Brawl Stars. Okay, but I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that explains some stuff. Leave a comment, subscribe if you'd like to. I heard the like button is broken. That's all I've got. Thank you for watching. That's the way it is.